Steve, obviously that was a kind of a slow game, kind of a push and shove game. Did you like was the competitive spirit? What did you like most about this win for you guys?
Well, I love the fact that we came off that long road trip, 6-hour flight yesterday, 5:30 game against probably the most physical team in the league. They lead the league in fouls, and they play to their strength. Literally they are strong at every position, physical, and these are always hard games coming off these types of road trips, long trips, 3-hour time change. So thrilled with just the competitive spirit, the energy, the effort that it took to win a key game. I mean, every game's key, obviously, now, but the first game of a homestand, we knew it would be tricky regardless, just with the travel, but especially against a team like that that's playing so well and is so physical.
Can you describe what you saw on the play when Draymond hit the three? It looked like he was obviously trying to get to Steph. They kind of had Steph smothered.
Yeah. I mean, Detroit just decided we're going to make somebody else beat us. And so Draymond's guy just backed way into the paint and doubled Steph. And Draymond, I mean, it's one of his best qualities is his confidence, how brash he is. Did not hesitate, just rose up, and that thing was pure. I mean, just never a doubt, and beautiful to see. And then, we make Moses makes the big steal. Draymond knocks down another free throw, and we were able to close the game.
Steve, you guys have won a lot of games lately, but this team is, like you said, it's a big team. They're athletic, and they also play kind of bully ball.
Yeah.
What do you take from your team to be able to pull a game like this out against a team like that? Because when the playoffs come around, you're probably going to see some of that kind of activity.
Yeah, I mean, it was physical. It was testy. A lot of pushing and shoving, and so to win a game like that, when clearly we were tired and trying to get our legs underneath us coming off that trip, it's a big time win. And I think Jimmy, this is part of the Jimmy dynamic. He's built for these kinds of games. He just gets the ball and he'll get us a shot, and he'll get to the line, and he'll take big shots, and it's playoff Jimmy's a real thing, and in some ways that felt like a playoff game, like you said, the physicality and how kind of it was kind of a rock fight, frankly, and guys like Jimmy really thrive in these type games.
Steve, could you imagine coming into the season, or even 2 months ago, that Guy would have this kind of impact for you guys?
Well, there just wasn't a path for Guy until, I think the first Detroit game actually was his first real opportunity. And we had some injuries, and then, of course, we make the trade, and it's a 4-for-1 trade, and now all of a sudden everything opens up. We see it in practice every day, the energy, the effort, the basketball IQ. So I'm thrilled for him. He just knows what he's doing, and he plays with so much passion and energy. It's beautiful to watch.
I know the energy has always stood out and that you love that, but I mean, what are the other parts of his game where no matter how full of a squad you guys have, you're going to need Guy Santos?
All the cutting, the playmaking. You saw the backdoor cut he made in the first half, and he got the layup from Trace. He keeps the game going with his play, with his cutting and movement. We had a play in New York the other night at the Garden where he hit Draymond on a backdoor cut for a dunk, and that was not a called set. It was just basketball happening, and he's in the middle of that stuff. He just knows how to play, and the game continues and really flows when he's out there. He's we call them connectors. That's the popular word these days. He's a connector.
You mentioned Jimmy. It seemed like he was more aggressive, like he was looking for his shot more today. How is that sort of evolution going? Where he's been setting others up mostly, but today it seemed like his scoring 26 was you needed that.
The last 3 games, I thought the New York second half at the Garden, to me, that's when something clicked for all of us. I think we just realized just give him the ball. Like, we don't need to run anything. And just get him the ball, and he'll create something, get to the line. So I think the last 3 games he's scored really well in all 3, but it's more just kind of, I think, us figuring out how to use him, how to play with him figuring out his spot amongst the group, and it's clearly it's coming together. Excuse me.
Coach, it feels like in crunch time you guys are making a lot of the winning plays, not just Draymond drilling a 3, but Moses Moody then stripping Cade on the next possession. Some of those smaller things. How much confidence do you have in this group to be able to figure it out in crunch time, and how gratifying is it to see it happen in real time?
Yeah, I mean, this is what it's about. I mean, these games, most of them come down to a few possessions, and if you can win games like this, then you got a chance. And we're showing that we can start closing these games better than we were early in the year, and that's going to be key because that's what keeps your season going, and that's what wins in the playoffs too.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Janie.
Maybe you could hear it, but Steph just a few minutes ago ran down this hallway. Boom, 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 boom. Can you sense the fun he's having right now? And another milestone, you've seen a lot of his 25,000 points. And he's 7 threes from 4,000. But also you guys are winning, and he's having a blast. He's
having fun. Boom is Draymond's call. When Draymond makes a 3, he yells out, boom. And so Steph was mimicking Draymond and celebrating that shot at the end. That's what that was about. He said it himself, at the trade deadline. He said, I just want to play meaningful basketball. And I love that about him, just his humility, his earnest desire to be in the fight, be in the mix. That's what he lives for. And, Mike made a hell of a trade. We were able to get one of the best players in the league. It's not easy to do that, but the timing was right. And Steph feels it. Jimmy has taken us to a different level, and Steph's enjoying every second of it.
And 25,000, it's still and 4,000 threes. Those are big numbers, aren't
crazy. They? Yeah, crazy. Feels like 25,000 threes actually, but it's stunning. Just night after night, And tonight was obviously not a great shooting night for him, but I loved that he, played through fatigue and a physical defense and got to the line 12 times, and he was. Brilliant on a night when his shot really wasn't there. He was still brilliant. That's the mark of a great player.
With the anticipating return of Kuminga, how do you see him fitting back into the rotation alongside Jimmy Butler?
I don't like these hard-hitting questions like this. This is a, it's a great question. It's a really difficult thing when you are playing really well, and then you have a key guy coming back. It's always tough. I think the idea is just bring him along slowly, play him in short bursts, help him get his rhythm back. But, we've got to keep playing Guy Santos. We've got to keep playing the guys who are helping us win right now. And so usually this stuff has to kind of play out, and so we'll hope that it plays out.
Steve, what were you thinking during the fire alarm, watching a lot of people head out, right? I mean, was there any conversation from the refs or any word of what was actually going on there?
No, somebody told us just to stay put. It's the first time I've ever been a part of anything like that in my NBA career. So that was a bizarre few minutes, but thankfully it was false alarm, and you have to have those alarms in, obviously. They're there for a good reason, and every once in a while you get a false one, but I've never seen one in the entire arena during a game. That was bizarre.
And then no music, no PA system. And could you tell the difference? Did it feel different for several minutes? It was kind of silent when you're.
You mean after that or during?
Yeah. You didn't. I guess you couldn't tell. There was no music, nothing. It was just basketball.
I didn't notice.
Wow, you were focused.
I was busy. Thank you.